Hello and welcome to my CoolSculpting studio. Today we're going to talk about this equipment, the CoolSculpting, what it is, and the new edition of the CoolSculpting Elite, which I'm here very proud to present to you. CoolSculpting is a non-invasive treatment for excessive fat or unwanted fat. What it does is it can contour some of the extra fat you may find in your body without the need of surgery, which is amazing. And it works by a process called the cryolipolysis or cryolipolysis. What it essentially means is with the use of cold temperature, we can dissolve or neutralize some fat and therefore contour some areas of unwanted fat. Broadly, is anybody that has an isolated area of excessive fat that can be pinched, can be grabbed, and because sometimes you have folds that are pure skin and that wouldn't respond very well. So it treats mostly the underlying fat that you can pinch in certain areas where you can attach an applicator and treat it. On the flip side, who is not a good candidate for CoolSculpting, and that would be somebody with overall excess of fat and obesity that cannot be treated adequately, and people that have a lot of redundant skin, like for instance after massive weight loss. So when the problem is the skin, obviously it's not going to be corrected with CoolSculpting. Basically, the applicator will chill the area of fat to a certain temperature, and the temperature is somewhere between where the fat congeals and when the water congeals or becomes solid. So if you can keep it within that margin of temperature, the fat cells are very sensitive to the fat inside them to congeal, so they burst and disappear. In average, they say that CoolSculpting will eliminate 25% of your fat cells in a certain area, which is what makes a difference in terms of contour. So what I'm showing you here is an applicator. So this is the piece, and there's several different applicators for different places in your body. And what I want to show you is that this cavity is where the fatty tissue is going to be fitted into, and this is where the chilling will occur. And you're connected to this for about 45 minutes or sometimes less with the new technology. And then after it's disconnected, you need to have an intense massage in the area, which could be quite uncomfortable, but it's not necessarily painful. It's just that we need to restore the circulation in the area so the process will continue favorably. Every fat cell that bursts because their fat is congealed will go away forever. We do have a limited number of fat cells in our body, and unless you increase your weight significantly, the number of fat cells stays about the same. Once the fat cells are eliminated with the process of CoolSculpting, they will never come back. However, that doesn't keep people from being able to gain weight and enlarge that area again with the current fat cells in place. So it requires that the patient that has the CoolSculpting maintains a reasonable amount of weight over time, so the results will stay in place. The truth is that CoolSculpting is not a weight reduction process or treatment. So the amount of fat that is eliminated, like I said before, is about 25% of fat cells. That probably wouldn't have much of an impact on the scale. So CoolSculpting is just a contouring process. It's not a weight reduction process. The CoolSculpting takes approximately 45 minutes per application. So you should consider spending a good 2 hours in the process of getting ready, getting connected, doing the process of CoolSculpting, the massage that follows that is essential for good results, and then the time that you can go back home. The downtime is nothing. I have done this procedure several times, and you feel discomfort and you feel the area probably swollen for about a week, or sometimes more, sometimes less. And then after that, you don't notice anything until you start noticing the results that happen in about 4 weeks or so, you notice the area starts becoming smaller and thinner, and that's when you get excited about it. CoolSculpting is a very benign procedure. It really doesn't lead to any serious complications or problems, but sometimes there's some side effects, and mostly has to do with the application process and the area where it has been applied, which can experience some swelling and also tenderness for about a week or so. People generally ask me, when is the right time to do CoolSculpting when you have plans for vacations or summertime and things like that? And the answer for that is that CoolSculpting is done in sessions, and we generally advise you to do at least 2 sessions to see a result that is acceptable. Sometimes we need more sessions, and we separate those sessions about 6 weeks apart. So you need to consider, start your process probably 2 to 3 months before the summertime or any planned vacation. Well, today I want to introduce to you Britt Morton, who is our technology expert in CoolSculpting. She has been trained in the traditional CoolSculpting as well as in the new Elite CoolSculpting. She has attended CoolSculpting University and is geared to get her master's in that training. She is here to help you decide and treat the areas that are of concern.
I am excited for this new technology and to map you out a personalized plan for your new CoolSculpting journey.